What's up, fight fans? We are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I am always your host, Edwin, and where do all fights start?
Round one.
Let's go. We got my guest in the building. Falcon is in the building. Let's bring him up real quick. All right, hold on. Let me set this up. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, bro? How you doing? Nice to meet you,
I
bro.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, man. I've heard a lot about you. And I want to get to know a little bit more about you and the fans. So please introduce yourself and the division that you fight in.
My name's Ofacio Falcon Jr. They call me the sniper. I am currently 14-0 with 9 knockouts. Um, I'm in the super featherweight division, 130 pounds.
Nice, nice. I see. Yeah, your nickname's the Sniper. You're from Brooklyn, New York, 5'7". You have a 57 percent knockout ratio, 14 fights, 8 knockouts. Um, Tell us, before I get into a little bit more about you and your boxing career. I just want to know a little bit about what got you into boxing. I see that you don't have a real extensive amateur career. Um, what brought you to boxing?
So it started off as something that I just loved alongside of my father. He used to box himself. He fought in the Golden
Mhm.
Gloves years ago. And, just me being around boxing, that's really what pulled me into it. That's what got me into boxing. And then I just fell in love with it ever since I started. So, yeah, I had about 89 or more amateur fights, maybe
Okay,
15 losses. I fought internationally, like right there in Europe and Denmark and Sweden. I fought on this. I just don't know. Box just don't update everything, but
they don't
I
update
fought. Yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah. They
They
don't do
have
none of that
your
stuff, bro.
they got your amateur record right now on BoxRec.
Like
I can
two and
pull it
four
up.
or some
Two
shit.
and four.
Yeah, bro. It's
I'm
crazy,
over here
bro.
the
Yeah.
impression that you got a 2-4 amateur record,
No, no,
and
no. I
and
had a
you
lot of.
telling me, yo, thank you,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
clearing that up.
yeah. I had a lot of amateur fights,
Absolutely.
bro. Hell yeah.
That's what's up. See, Box Record be on some bull, man. They got
Yeah,
you
they be on
two and
some bullshit,
four.
man. They be doing me
Yeah.
dirty, bro. It's all right though.
Oh man. But yeah, I was checking out one of your fights and in particular, and I wanted to ask you about this fight, and that's why I have you up here today too. In fact, about your last pro box fight. And I
Okay.
wanted to ask you about this no contest. I actually have video that I will play of your fight. I would like the audience and everybody to see what we're talking about and what happened. So if you don't mind, let me walk us through actually what happened in this fight and why it became a no contest.
So as you guys were like you stated before, I fought on Pro Box. It was at the Prudential Center, I think, if I'm not mistaken, April 10th.
Mhm.
And that was supposed to be my 15th win, and I think that's why I said 9 knockouts. I forgot I'm 14-0 with 8 knockouts. So that fight, long story short, I went in the ring. I dropped the guy round two. I dropped him 2 times. And they called it no contest. Apparently, they said first I hit him behind the head, and then after that they said it was a low blow. I saw multiple videos. I don't think it was a low blow. It didn't feel low. The opponent
Okay.
after the fight said that it wasn't a low blow. The
Mhm.
commission themselves from New Jersey told me that to contest it because of that reason, and
Oh,
it still didn't go my way. Yeah,
really?
it's
Okay,
weird.
so
Yeah,
you said multiple videos. I'm finding it really hard to find videos on this
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
They're saying that it
Th-
wasn't a televised fight?
That's another thing too. Yeah, they're saying that my fight was not that it wasn't televised. They didn't record my fight.
Well, wait a minute. Wasn't your corner mic'd up?
Yes, my corner was mic'd up too, so I didn't understand that.
So if you mic the corner up, you're gonna videotape that, or at least you got audio.
Yeah,
Where's my
exactly.
audio?
What's the point of the audio and no
Right,
video?
and no video.
Yeah, bro.
No, I honestly think that this is a cover up to save the integrity of the referees. And that's my opinion.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
my opinion. What I'm sharing. I don't have anything on that. I can't explain what the hell took place. As a matter of fact, walk me through the courses of events. I'm gonna play right now the actual fight. Shout out to TD, your boy there. He sent
Yeah,
me the video, and that's the only way I got video on this fight
look at
right
that.
here.
We even had
So
our
I'm
own footage that the commission said that they did not accept. They wanted the footage of Pro
what?
Box themselves. They didn't want to accept my footage at all. I had a cameraman ringside, and still
Whoa, whoa,
nothing.
whoa, whoa! Back that up. Whoa, whoa! You have video from a cameraman.
My
They
cameraman, yeah,
won't accept it. Why?
because apparently that it can be altered or something like that.
Whoa!
Yeah,
They
like
playing
yeah, like
that
I can make
game?
it like I can make it seem like I hit him perfect. Like I don't know how that. I don't even know how that works, bro.
Wow. Okay, so let me lock this in right here. Where is my okay, right here. Boom. So we're gonna screen share. I'm gonna screen share this right here. And this is your fight against what was his name again?
Something
Hold up.
tacky,
Jack, yes.
tacky, and
Yes.
then
All right. This is actually video, I believe, of the first round,
yes,
right? And I just want to play the first round for the viewers can get, a feel what was going on, the way the fight was going on. So
yeah.
let's get into this.
This is the first time I seen the fight too.
What's going on? Huh? I'm trying to bait you in. You ain't going for it.
That was super awkward, bro.
Come on now.
That guy is super awkward.
That guy was super awkward.
Hell yeah, this guy's putting his face out, and Jesus, the patience you have to have.
Come on now. Whoa, whoa. Okay. This video.
That's another thing as well. Like a lot of the times when I was hitting him, they was allowing him to stand.
They were allowing it. Hold on. Let me cut the audio down. Let me see
Like
if I can. Yep.
a lot of the time when I'm hitting the guy, let's say like there was a jab earlier or right hand, if I'm not mistaken, that threw him onto the bottom ropes. That's a drop legally in boxing if he's sitting on the bottom rope.
Yeah, the ropes can't hold you
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
That would be a standing eight count right there.
Yep. And I'm gonna bring
Wait a
something to
minute.
your attention at the end too, what the rules are in boxing once we
Okay.
get to that
Good
last part.
combination right there. Good combination. Nice poise.
Yeah, just being patient,
Good.
trying to
You're
pick my
being
shots and
patient.
place them. Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to pick my shots and place them rather than just letting go a bunch of
Right.
punches.
You're
Also
not
ended up
feeding
fighting
it.
this guy at one. I think I fought this guy at 140.
Really?
Yeah, because for some reason they weren't approving anybody else but this guy.
Wow.
Like
All
I don't
right. Hold on.
understand.
All right. Let me. Damn. This video is my. It's either like sometimes I feel like um the boxing people don't want you to see the truth.
That's what it
And
is, bro. It's
it's like
lagging a
the
little bit.
only time it starts buffering when I'm bringing the facts and or something, and all of a sudden the video starts buffering. And I feel that way. I don't know why. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
go
bro. They're trying to play us right
into
now.
that, but let's see if we can at least walk through this knockdown. And I just want to see for myself and for the viewers what actually took place, and let's try to make sense of this all. So he's going back. He hits that shot. Boom.
Oh, there you go. It's playing better now.
Yeah, it is.
They're allowing it.
I like your control though. You're not falling for his bullshit.
Yeah. See, like
Whoa,
that's what I'm
whoa,
talking
whoa!
about.
That's a knockdown.
That's what I was talking about. Like that's like
Come
how are you
on.
just allowing that?
A body shot. So this is that same first round right here.
I think it is. Yeah, that's the same first round.
but at least it allowed it to
Oh,
play.
here's the first drop right here. I think. Yeah, this is it. Boom, boom. He sat
Boom!
down.
Nice! Sat him down. Clean work.
Yeah, that was one. That was fine. They started counting on this one, and I think shortly after this one was the stoppage.
Well, the fact that there's no video on this fight, man.
At all. Look at the cameraman's around. This guy look recording right there in front the
Right
entire
there in
fight.
front. Right.
I don't know who that guy is though, but
Do you stop him in this round right here?
I don't remember honestly. I don't know what round this is too.
Man, you piecing him up.
I think it is this round.
Oh, yes, the body shot. It was a body shot. A straight jab to the solar plex.
Yeah,
Even though his trunks is all the way up to his chest,
yeah, that's another thing too.
you can't see his belly button or nothing. Like,
Nothing.
hold on. Okay,
Check it out.
what's going on there?
Let's go back. I want to show you this. This is what I
Let's
want to
go
bring to your
back a
attention
second.
too. Yeah.
Let's go back
Like
a second here. What's going on here? Walk us through this. Okay, you knock him
hypothetical.
down.
Boom.
Hmm?
I'll walk away. Let's
All
say
right, wait.
hypothetical. What they because
Yep,
what they called it now. The reason why they said it was no contest was apparently a low blow. What put him down was a right hand on top.
right.
Let's say it was a low blow, hypothetical, right? Why didn't immediately the ref call a timeout and give him 5 minutes to recover?
Okay, yeah. Another thing is, what is the ref signaling here? He didn't.
That's what I'm saying. They're
He,
count. Look, and if you listen to the video, they're counting.
they're actually counting.
So I don't know what's going on. I didn't know what was going on at all.
Okay, hold on. Let me play this again. Wait, let me get it a little turned up.
This was a 3, 4, and then he stops and calls somebody up. I don't know what was going on.
What
Don't know what
the
was going on.
hell? So,
This was the first ever fight that they didn't give me an announcement or anything. Like I just walked out the ring. They never told me no contest or stoppage or anything.
they didn't tell you anything.
They didn't tell us anything, bro. We just left.
What?
That has never happened to me in my life, bro.
I have never in my life witnessed anything like that in boxing.
And if you slowed it down as well, the guy's like holding his hip on the way down.
Right. Oh, yeah. Wait, he has
Yeah.
his hand on his
So
hip.
it's like,
Right.
and then after the fight, his coach, because we know him, he's from the Bronx. He used to be a former fighter. His name is Isuf Kingda. I think everybody's like
Okay.
familiar with him. Isuf told me he's like, yo, bro, that was a clean shot. He didn't complain about it either. Like, I hope you guys get that overturned and et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? So he confirmed it. The video, there's other videos that confirmed it. The guy had his trunks up to like about under a little bit under his chest. In boxing, it's supposed to be, but you're supposed to be able to see the belly button. It's supposed to be visible,
Right.
and it wasn't. So I don't know what was going on that night, bro. And then hypothetical, if it was a low blow, in that case, the ref is supposed to, which the rules state, the ref is supposed to give him 5 minutes to recover. Tell me to go back to my corner, 5 minutes. If he can't recover, then it's ruled a TKO in his favor. I've gotten hit with a low blow in sparring. I've gotten hit low blow in real life, bro. Like it happens all the time, right?
Mhm.
Um, I'm able to walk right after that. And as a matter of fact, once the guy waved the fight off, like let's say 30 seconds into that round, once it happened, the guy waved it off. The guy got walked right up and just walked away. So it's
Right.
like if you would have gave him the 5 minutes, well, what do you think would happen after that if it was ruled a low blow?
Right.
But there was no rule behind it. There was just nothing. You know what I'm saying?
The fact that the referee didn't take control of the situation, he didn't know the rules in this. It looked like he didn't give you a definitive answer. He didn't know what to say. He didn't know how to rule it. You're telling me that you walked out of the ring without an official verdict.
Brother, I kid you not, if you was there that night, everybody in the crowd didn't even know what happened. Like they was like, yo, just get out the ring. Me and us, we just walked out, just walked away, like nothing happened. It wasn't even a
And
fight.
boxing is acting like your fight never happened.
Exactly.
This is
Exactly. That was
this
supposed to be
is
my 15th win. That fight was supposed to be for I think some NABA or NBA title, if I'm not mistaken.
mhm.
Nothing happened. Everything just disappeared. Like I don't know what happened, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Wow. You know, and I wanted to share this story with the boxing public because when we sit here and we talk about all these fighters trying to get these fights, right? And or get a stay busy fight or any kind of fight for that matter. And here you are, furthering your career on Pro Box, which I believe is a pretty respectable, organization that brings
Yes.
us tough fights. You're on Pro Box, and the last thing I would have ever thought was that at the end of this fight, I was going to be ruled a no contest, and they were going to try to sweep this fight under the rug like it never happened.
That never happened to me, bro. I fought on ESPN. I fought on the Zone. I fought on Golden Boy. I've been on everything, bro. I've never seen that
I,
happen in my life.
I, let me, real talk, man. Let me just talk to you, me and you. Let's talk, right? You gonna tell me that you didn't think about like funny situations? Who this dude I fought? Why they backing him like this? Like I would have
There's a
thought
lot. There
that.
was a lot of money involved too, bro. Like I don't get it, bro. I
Mm,
don't get it, bro.
mm. You know, and this is a shame because you guys put your lives on the line, bro. At any given moment, no one ever knows if you take a wrong punch, fall awkwardly. This is not a game that you go out there and you play. You can play basketball, you can play football, but you can't play boxing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And this
14
is
weeks,
definitely
12-week camps, sparring
yeah.
consistently, killing
They're not gonna give
myself.
you that back. And
No,
and then and then you should have woken up the next day 15-9.
15-0 with 9 knockouts. Exactly. With the title that I'm
You know,
fighting for again, June 20th coming up. You see
yep,
what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. Like it's just a lot of
absolutely.
it
With
kind of it kind
respect.
of felt like it kind of felt like they kind of like dimmed me a little bit.
Okay.
You know what
Yo,
I'm
with
saying?
respect, you mind if I bring up my co-host because he came on? I just don't
Absolutely.
want to. I don't want to. Ever like
Hell yeah.
make you feel like there's too many people. But he has a lot of questions for you. Hold
Hell
on.
yeah.
Let me put us all up on equal right here. What's up, frontline? You there?
What's happening?
How you doing, brother?
El,
What's going on?
el sniper.
Nice to meet you, man.
What's up, huh?
How you doing,
Yo,
bro?
first of all, I want to thank Tommy with TD Sports Talk for giving you to us for the opportunity to get you up here.
Yeah, shout out to
Um,
him.
And share your story. Thank you,
and,
man.
and share your story with all the shenanigans that happen behind the scenes of boxing. It's not just pro box. As you know, it'll happen with Top Rank. It'll happen with all of them.
Absolutely, it happens all the time, bro. All the time.
We don't hear about it unless it comes from like either yourself, someone in your team, or someone in the sport that can point out the fuckery that happens
Yeah,
behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
I don't really want to say too much about it because I don't want it to jeopardize you
Yes, yes, yeah. I
with
understand that. Yeah,
opportunities with other promotional
Right.
companies and stuff like that.
yeah.
So whatever you can talk about, as you already have, is cool. We appreciate it. But quick question: are you signed to any like major promoter or a promoter currently?
Currently
Or you
working with RSP Promotions,
okay?
Rising Star.
Okay, and
Yeah,
you got an upcoming fight against Frankie Sanchez Jr.
yeah.
Junior.
They just got me that opponent. I think like 2 days ago. I was informed about that. I actually have to sign a contract after this. I forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie
Wipe
to
his,
you.
wipe him out. Was he Mexican?
I don't know what he is. I know he's from Colorado. That's all I know about him.
Yeah, he's Mexican. Yo, Mexico, y'all gonna be down bad.
Hey
Yeah, man.
yo, hey, we got a little joke going on here and everything. Yo, frontline, I just want you to know something. My man just said he still got a signed contract and this, that, and everything. That fight is announced on BoxRec.
Yes.
I think he signed the contract already. That's what it was.
Okay, but I just want you to fans look at this. When people are saying, "Oh no, this fight is signed, this and that," and things. Look, look, this fight, this
Oh, okay. I
he's
see what you're trying to
serious.
point out. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know
I
what
see
I'm
what you're trying to
saying?
point out. Yeah.
Right.
People don't know the
You
behind the scenes stuff.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly the behind the scene things, and this is one of those rare moments where you know, I get a boxer to come up and share some of these things. Bro, we talk every day about knockouts, fightings, calling this guy out. But let's see the struggles behind the scenes out of a boxer's life. You know what I'm saying? The pros and cons, the ups and downs. You know, this must have not been easy for you to walk out of that ring and be as confused as you know you were when the announcement was made. You had no verdict. You didn't know if you were 15-9, you know, and then the training camp and everything, and the way they just took this victory from you. You know, I can see clearly it was a clean body shot. The fact that they don't want to accept no video, um, no other video than themselves that they're telling you they don't have. So how could you prove your case? If
Exactly.
you're asking them for video that they don't have, how would you provide more video for them? You would have to provide an extra video outside source. They're actually telling you they don't want to hear it. And
Kind of, yeah.
I'm
Kind of like
starting to
brushed me
wonder
off. And I'm not
why.
gonna lie to you, it took me a little bit
Yes,
like that took a little. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like it took a little out of me. Like I did not want to fight again until I got it overturned. And once I was told that it was not gonna get overturned, I was like, you know what, bro? Like if they're able to do things like this, then what's the point of even me doing this? Like I thought like that sometimes, you know. But I kept going. Here I am again, trying to fight for the same thing again. So I'm gonna be 15-0 times two. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And then
Nah,
I'm gonna win the belt
sniper,
that I was
keep
supposed to originally win already. I'm fighting for the same belt again. All the same fees and all this extra bullshit. They're gonna pay two times. And it's kind
nah,
of like, you know what I'm saying?
keep your head in it, bro. We rocking with
Yeah,
you out
bro.
here. You know what I mean? Keep working hard. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get your shot eventually. And when you do, that's where you're gonna stick your finger out at all the haters and all the people that doubted you, and all the commissions that shitted on you, throughout the process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna give it to them, and you're gonna be like, yo, I'm here now.
Nah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
no, no,
Don't
no,
give
no.
up.
Absolutely.
That's all
I
that
love boxing,
positive
bro, but then
shit.
I started
Yeah,
realizing like what boxing is more than just being able to fight. I've been on all these platforms. I've been on,
right,
like I mentioned before, like ESPN, DAZN, all this stuff, and I've never heard a bad thing from any of those promoters. I can fight, and you know, Top Rank they don't match you easy. When you're on Golden
right.
Boy, they don't match you easy. The Zone, same thing. I took fights short notice, 4 days notice. I flew across the country. I've done all types of stuff for these type of promoters, so I can fight. So it's not like you
Hmm.
guys are like it's not like they're not working with someone that can fight. So I'm here to fight. I'm here to prove to them that I'm one of those guys, and they just make it hard, bro. Like
Yo, yo,
it's kind of
yo.
like you knock on a door and it's like nobody's answering. It's like, come on, bro. What
Right,
are we doing?
right,
You know,
right,
because
right.
again,
You
at
don't.
the end of the day, this sport is a poor man's sport, and in
Mm-hmm.
order for you to make it, you need money to make it, or you have people
Mm,
with money behind you to help you get there. So it's like at the end of the day, I ain't rich. So
right.
it comes to a certain point that I'm like, okay, what am I? I'm 14-0. That would have been 15-0. I picked up this small belt. What's next? Let me get some type of WBA or NBA, NABA belt so it could get me ranked in these systems to then get forward. But then again, after that point, once you're at 14-0 and people know who you are, it's kind of like to get a fight, bro, they're asking for what? 10, 15 a
Yeah,
fight? How many times can you really fight a year? See what I'm
yeah.
saying? It starts slowing you down. Is now what do I do? So that's kind of like the situation that it's getting to. Like, is it worth it?
Right,
Is the
right.
investment going to be worth it? Am I going to get there down the line where I'm supposed to be? Are they going to give me that chance? Because at the end of the day, those all four belts are owned by promotions. And if those promotions don't give me the shot, I'm asked out. And as simple as that. And I came into boxing thinking that it's all in my hands. You know what I'm saying? Like when you play basketball, you got a team of people. When you play football, you got a team of people. You got to rely on each other. You know what I'm saying? In boxing, and when you in the ring, it's you and him. So I thought if I just get in there as more as I get in there and I keep beating these guys, I'll be good. It ain't like that because then there's always the next guy. And eventually something like this will happen. So
Mm,
it's kind of like, you know,
Hey, I
right.
didn't catch it in the beginning of the live. What weight you at? 30 or 35?
130.
130.
130. Okay, no, because I was
Yo,
looking at your box rec. You fought at 35 before,
Yeah. I
or
just
at
fight up and I
least.
just be taking up. There was one fight where you talking about, I think I fought at 35 for Pedro Vicente.
Yeah. And then there was the one that you fought. I don't know if it was a
That
catch weight,
was
but it
the
was at like 137.
that was the 135 one was when they called me 4 days notice. So the zone called me Monday to fight on Saturday. So I just took a fight. I took the fight against that guy and I jumped in last minute. And then the 137 one, which was the last fight, me and him was supposed to originally fight at 133 pounds. He came in at 139. I stepped on the scale and they told me if I didn't make a certain weight, they'll call the fight off. So I ended up putting my pants on. There's a video out there. If you search it up, that I just weighed in with my pants on. So I came in at like 36. I wasn't even 37, if I'm not mistaken. But
Wow.
off scale, I
yeah,
was like 33, 34.
It says 35. You made 35. He was 37.
There you go. Mind you, I don't even think he was 37, bro. The last fight,
Yeah.
he was
No,
37.
well, no, no, no. The last fight, he was 39 and a
There you go.
half,
There you go.
and you were 36 and a half with your
But
pants on.
but with my pants on, yeah, yeah, I wasn't
Yeah,
36.
yeah, and a roll of quarters in your pocket because you was already
Exactly.
cutting
I was supposed
weight.
to be on my
Now they
Pacquiao shit.
wanting you to put on weight. This
Yeah, I
is
should be on my
crazy.
Pacquiao shit, bro. I don't know, man. Like, bro, I since I started boxing, bro, I've been on the short end of the stick, and
Right.
I'm in boxing, and people know I got talent because I'm on TV, and you see my social media bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm posting what you guys can see, and it's kind of like, bro, what's next, bro? Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't know what to do.
Right.
Zuffa's involved, but then again, it's like, do I want to move up to 35? I can't make 26,
Right.
so I don't know what
Right.
I want to do yet.
Yeah, because they only got like 9 divisions in Sufa, so it's either one or the other.
You see what I'm saying?
So
Like I asked,
yeah.
they wanted me before recently, not too long ago actually. It was like but before the beginning of this year, like middle of last year, I was told about them, and they came up in a conversation, and it was kind of like, that was before I was an RSP.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you want to do 26? I can't make 26, bro. I'm gonna die. You guys
Right.
see me at 30. Like if you see my face before, I'm look sunken in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I could do 30 still. 35, I don't know if I want to get there yet. I did nothing at 30 yet. And then
Right.
when you go to Zuffa, you're gonna go to Zuffa, they're gonna put you against one of their guys with like 6'5" dudes coming down from I don't know what weight to fight at 35, and that don't even make sense, bro.
Hey,
Right.
are you interested in the Sufa? Because we have one here on the show.
Oh,
Zuffa?
stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, we
Stop.
have a
We're not
Sufa
doing that
belt.
today, Frontline.
Nah,
We're
we
not
have to
doing
do
that
it.
today.
Ofacio got to
No,
see
we're
it.
not doing it
Nah, he
today.
got to see it. He got to
We
I'm
see
not
it.
interested.
doing it.
I want to see the belt. I want to see the belt.
You got to see it. You got to
Yo,
see it.
yo, Falcon.
Yo,
You recognize that this dude is a certified bona fide troll from Frontline, okay?
fuck it. I like
And he
trolling. Come
like
on, let's do it.
capping jokes.
Let's do
We
it.
yo, all right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna
I
do it.
like trolls.
Oh
I troll
man,
too.
we get
Oh
Frontline,
man,
bro.
so you ready? You ready
Yo,
for this
Frontline.
next coming fight?
Absolutely,
Yo,
bro. It took me a little
Falcon.
while to get up though.
You can fight for
Like
the
I just
un
it took me a little
the
You
while to get up.
hey,
Uh,
prestigious,
Ofacio, check this shit out though. Check this
the
shit out. This is funny as
prestigious
hell.
Zuffa world title that I made myself. And I'll explain what happened after this, but have your laugh right now. Here we go. Hold on, hold on. I'm about to throw this on the big screen so you can
put it on
see it
your
wide.
waist.
Nah, I can't. I can't. Check it out. Check it out.
See.
Bam!
But you made that out of cardboard?
Yes. Hey,
Yo,
yo, it's sponsored by Campbell. They fight tuna cans and tomato cans. And that's a real hubcap right there, my man. A real
yo,
hubcap. Hey,
this
yo, check it
guy.
out. It be spinning. It be spinning. Yo, listen.
Yo, how did you
Okay.
make that?
Yo, out of cardboard.
Yo, you
I
just
made
got up
yo.
one
This is
morning.
19 fucking 20 something year old lawnmower hubcap. It was a small one, and I made it. Now, what happened was I'm gonna keep it funky. This is what happened. It's funny. We trolling. You know what I'm saying. We making fun of the Sufa because what happened was when Dana White came out. And he started saying that the alphabet belts ain't shit. And he started saying that, yo, the super belt is the shit, and the Ring magazine was the shit. Yo, that didn't sit well with me.
Yeah,
All I heard in my head was, you just said Muhammad Ali's belts ain't shit. You just said Floyd's belts ain't shit. You just said that the history of these belts and the legacy of the men and women that fought for them, you just said it ain't shit, right? So I got offended. So I made this belt. And I said, in actuality, what doesn't have history is your belt. You have no champions, no legacy, no nothing. Now, I'm not shitting on them. It might sound like I'm shitting on them, but I'm not. I'm real. I'm just I'm from a little town called You Gotta Show Me. You understand?
prove yourself.
You prove yourself. Yeah, you can't just come out, throw a whole bunch of money around, and all the fighters are happy in the beginning. Let me talk to the fighters after 18 months, see if they still happy. Let me see what you're doing for boxing. Are you really changing the rules? Or are you just another promoter that's lining your pocket with the blood, sweat, and tears of our fighters? We already have that. What real change are you making? So I said, look, Sufa's young. They have a good product. let's see what happens. And I'm actually encouraging a lot of young fighters to go over there because if Zuffa starts like a farming league and they bring up their own champion and they discover their own champion rather than hiring our champions like Devin Haney, people that were already established. So that's what my thing was with Sufa.
I don't think
That
I don't think they're gonna discover their champion. I think they already know who it is.
you think so?
Absolutely, but just like every other promotion knows who they want. As simple as that, bro. You know boxing, so we don't got to talk about it. Like I can
Can I say okay? Can I say that there's eggs involved?
absolutely, hell yeah, there's
Okay,
eggs involved. Of course, hell
okay,
yeah, hell
okay,
yeah,
okay. We
of course.
now we
The only
talking.
way the only way their guy does not get what he wants is if he gets knocked out. That's it.
Right,
That's the only way in boxing. We know that's the upset of the year right there. But
right,
that's the only way, bro.
right.
The only way.
They got they
You've
got
seen
their
it. You
favorites.
as a matter of fact, you mentioned it in the beginning. Every platform, there's been a fight that was like, yo, this guy won and he ended up losing. The world goes crazy for about a week and then it disappears. Like
Right.
nobody cares about it anymore. So it's kind of like, bro, it's gonna happen over and over and over again, robberies. And if it happens, it so what? And just keep pushing, bro.
Right. Well,
It's really what it is.
I'm really, like, look, Sufa's new entity in boxing. I've seen this
So what I do
before.
like about them though is that I I'm gonna give two opinions, right? I think
Yep.
that they're good for boxing because they're allowing the if you lose your O, you still make money. From
Yep.
what I'm hearing as of right now, right?
Okay.
But the only thing I don't like is how certain people are matched easier than others. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh.
I'm looking out. If you watch these fights, bro, like some don't even look 50-50. And then there's
Facts.
Mm.
others that are like, yo, that is super competitive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Comparing to, let's
Who's
say,
the matchmaker is what I want to know.
The Mayweather fight, that upset.
Yeah.
You saw that kick
Ma-
upset. He got matched up pretty good in
Oh, you're talking about
comparison.
Floyd
Ma-
Merriweather.
Merriweather,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he fought a tough guy.
he fought a tough guy,
As a
and
matter
then
of fact,
other guys are not
before he
matched
even
up
fought,
like him.
before he even fought, they was talking about the other guy coming out, how the other guy knew Andre Ward, and Andre Ward was one of the commentators, and he's been around Andre. Andre's giving him big props. I don't know.
Right, but they're matching those guys up tough, but not other guys.
Yes, like
You
yes,
understand?
yes, yes. I don't want to give him
Yeah,
examples, but yes,
they they
yeah.
gave they gave Mayweather kid a real tough fight in the beginning, and then I saw some other fights that
He
weren't
was matched.
so.
He was actually matched hard twice actually, 2 times in a row,
Do you
two
think
times in a row.
Jai Bataille was matched hard?
Mm,
Mm.
nah, bro. Nah, bro. But that,
They
like I
got
said,
their
bro, it's
favorites.
like
They got who they
they got their
want
favorites in
front
this
line.
world. In this world, right? They got a handful of cash cows. They got that 1% of boxers that just make that money, right?
Right,
Those guys get to pick and choose who they fight. I
right.
don't believe that guys around where I'm at are able to do that on Zuffa. You know what I'm saying? So we can do that here. We can't do that in there. And then out here, if you do it here, these promoters are not going to allow you to make money unless you're with them.
Did they
For
tell you
example,
any of the rules
what do you mean?
in Sufa? Did they tell you any of the structures and the rules of how it was going to be based, and whether you can
They
fight
did,
in the
but I don't think I can
Sufa
say that.
tier? Okay,
Yeah, I don't
okay,
think I can say that. Yeah. And before, I think the contract was with TKO, but when they announced it as TKO. Yeah,
oh,
so
Hey,
I'm not allowed to talk about. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. I don't even
okay.
want to.
Don't
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
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 nah,
yeah,
nah,
probably,
nah.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
do it. Don't
probably
do it. Nah,
bad
nah, nah.
idea. Yeah,
Right.
but they have a good. What I could say is they have a great structure.
Hmm.
I just want to know who the matchmaker is. That's all. Like
Oh yeah.
maybe if I become
Right.
best friends with him, you know what I'm saying?
Eh.
Maybe he gives me some tuna cans or something and get paid for it. Yeah, bro. Who everybody wants a payday, bro. We can't knock it.
Nah, you
Well,
can't.
you're fighting in Philadelphia in your next fight.
Yes,
Right
sir.
now, it's a 8 round fight. Frankie Sanchez Jr. He's 7-3. So hopefully, you get to that 15 mark, that
God
pinnacle
God
in
willing,
your
it's
career.
time, of course.
Absolutely. And you move up the ladder. Look, one thing I wanted to touch on before you go, was that I heard you talk about the the fact that you got so frustrated with boxing, you wanted to walk away.
Yeah,
And
that's the truth, bro.
it's something that a lot of the fans don't hear the struggle of these fighters. Like, all we see them is in like clips of them training and getting into the fight, but we never know about, the mental warfare of the uncertainty. Am I doing the right thing? Am I gonna get where I want to be? Is this all worth it? And I could sit here and I could say all the positive affirmations and shit, but my dude, reality is much harder than that.
Absolutely,
And
bro.
you staying the course, staying focused. Like you said, boxing's a lonely man's sport. They have no idea how many people are asking you to come out. You say no. How many training,
How
you
much like
show
the
up.
people don't understand the business of boxing. Like outside of boxing, everybody's like, "Yo, fight this guy." I'll fight anybody, bro. I've been boxing since, bro. I was a kid since I was like, bro, like 8, 9 years old. Like I've been in boxing forever. I've been in there with Shakur Hitchens, Devin Haney, Richard Comey. You name them, bro. The world, those guys are all champions I've named. Like I know what I can do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it comes to a point where I'm like I told you earlier, is it worth it?
Right,
Like, am I gonna get my chance? That's all it was. And that last fight kind of like, yo, damn, bro. Like, I worked so hard for this. I sold so much tickets for this, and this happens.
right,
Like, is it worth it? That was just the question I was left with.
right, right. You know, um, Look, brother, I could sit here and tell you that at the end of the day, if you did do all this, it would be worth it. But I would be lying. No one can
Yeah,
answer
like
that
at
for
the end of
you.
the day, in boxing is like a
You
tunnel.
know,
You don't know what's at
it's
the
a
end of it,
yes.
bro.
You don't
Simple.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I all I can say to you is do what your heart tells you to do, and never be that person that allows years to go by and then you say, "What if?" You
Yeah.
know,
I'm gonna tell
while
you this
you're
though.
it.
You know what?
Yep.
Let me give you this. I'm gonna give you guys something to think about and talk about after this watch. You guys are gonna forever be
Mhm.
talking about this. I'm gonna give you two questions. Who was the last world champion from the Bronx?
From the Bronx,
From the Bronx, New York. Last world champion. Born and raised.
Oof.
Wilfredo Benitez.
If you Google it, it was some dude in 1941.
Really?
So now I'm gonna follow up another question with that. Name one prospect, contender, anything signed to any major platform from the Bronx,
Where's Richard Hitchens from?
He's from
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
He's from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
From the Bronx,
Hey, we
offhand.
we 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 giving you Tio. Fuck him. He's from the Bronx.
Name them.
He
Go
ain't
name
taking T.O.
somebody.
He
If
ain't
you
taking
Google
T.
it, if you Google it, nobody. The last two people that came up for some reason it was Edgar and Josue. I know Josue's from the
I was
Bronx.
gonna say Edgar.
Josue Vargas, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if Edgar was from the Bronx. I don't know if Edgar's from the Bronx. I think he's from Brooklyn too,
Edgar
if I'm
who?
not
Mm,
mistaken. Yeah, Berlanga.
Berlanga's from Brooklyn.
Oh, look at that. So there you go. So look, Josue may be the last one, and that was years ago.
mm-hmm.
So my question, and I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna leave you guys with it. I want you guys to ask. If you guys ever get around a promoter, ask him, right? And then I'm gonna put myself in it at the end. Why aren't you guys signing anybody from the Bronx? What is going on? You guys paint that picture. You tell
Mm.
me there's no talent in the Bronx. And two, what is wrong with me? Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you guys looking for the image, right?
No,
I
I'm gonna
got
tell
it,
you what's
right?
wrong, Ofasio. I'm
I'm
gonna
a
tell you
good
what's wrong.
I'm a good looking kid. I can fight. You look at my box rec, right? If you check the last three guys I fought, they all fought world champions. Those world champions stopped them in 7 rounds. There was, as a matter of fact, the 18-3. I think his name was Headley Scott. He fought Giovanni Cabrera. You know Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
Giovanni
Yes.
Cabrera fought Pitbull and arguably beat him, right?
Right.
He went
Right.
7 rounds with him. I stopped him in one. That was a year apart. A couple fights ago, I went to Mexico or Arizona to fight over there. That was just a comeback fight because I haven't fought in a year and a half, right? That dude fought Edward Nunez, who stopped him in 3 rounds. I stopped the guy in 1 round.
Mm,
It's not like I'm just picking and choosing. Right, I'm trying to. Yo, if this guy beat him and I beat him, and you guys got him signed, then
right.
I'm next. You know what I'm saying? So if this is the guys that you're looking for, I can beat him too. The only problem is, remember, I'm paying for him. So it's like I'm not gonna pay for Sugar Nunez. Like, how much money does he want? Like, he's not gonna choose me. I'm not paying him 200,000 to fight me. You
Right.
crazy, bro? So
Right.
it's kind of like, why aren't you signing nobody from the Bronx? And what is wrong with me? I got the skill, I got the look, I got the fan base. I sell tickets. What do you need? I gotta come beat one of your guys,
Now, you know what the
Right.
problem is, Ofasio? I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. You're what the boxing world considers a high risk, low reward.
and I see that, and that's what I was thinking. So then, if that's the case, grab me now from the Bronx. You got an only fighter from the Bronx. You can advertise that, right? I'm Puerto Rican. You can advertise that. I got a big fan base, right? I can fight. So you can talk as much shit as you want, and I'll back it for you every time. I can box.
Hmm.
Watch my face. I've done when rounds boxing people to show the world I can box. I've done knock people out. I've done stood in the pocket with people. I've done a lot of things, right? Just to
Hmm.
show people that I can do everything. My last fight I just came out southpaw just to show you guys I fight southpaw.
I was just gonna
Like
say that. I noticed your last fight, you was switching between
I can.
southpaw and
I'm a switch
orthodox.
hitter too. I got power in both hands. I can box. I got. I don't know what they want. Like I'm trying to show you guys bits and pieces of me as much as I can to give you guys what it is. And now I'm like, yo, let me just start taking everybody out as much as I can until somebody notices me. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Nah,
I
you
want to
stay
get
the
to that point
course.
where, and then like I was bringing up before, it's not about
Hmm.
fighting this guy because I'm not afraid of nobody, bro. But God and maybe my mom. That's it. Because that lady's the only lady that just that's the only one that can beat me up. Other than that, nobody else in this world, bro.
A cocotazo limpio.
That's it, bro. I get hit with chancletas around the corner, bro. I don't know
Chancleta.
how. Listen, bro, but that's the only two people in this world I fear, right? You put the money up, I'll fight him.
Right.
You can't offer me two, $3,000. I've been boxing since I was 13. Fight a 10-round fight for two, $3,000, and there's no guarantee to anything after that. Put on paper, you'll give me bread and I'll fight the dude. Or put on paper that after I beat him, you'll sign me, I'll fight him.
Right.
That's the politics that people, that's the things that people don't understand. Like, yo, this guy ducked him. I didn't duck nobody. He didn't duck nobody either. It's probably money involved that they didn't want. It's like there was a thing, Hitchens and Keyshawn, if I'm not mistaken. Hitchens, there was offered some money. Hitchens asked for more. Everybody said he ducked. Bro, money matters, bro. Because at the end of the day, if you
Right.
build something from the ground up, it's not only fighting. Because I'm not just fighting to fight, I'm fighting to provide.
Well, that's also just understanding your worth,
Yes, that's
understanding
level
your
two. Yeah.
value as a
Yes.
fighter. You know,
We invest a lot of time into this,
yes.
and I'm not asking for a million. I know I'm not $1 million fighter yet, and I'm
Right.
okay with that, bro. What I'm
Hmm.
I what I'm saying is I can be built into $1 million fighter, and I'm not asking for 20, 30, $50,000, bro. Get me, grab me. I'm 14. I'm already built. Um, I'm trying to fight for belts that obviously cost money. Put me in those in lines of those guys, and I promise you I'll make you money, bro. And it's not like
Mm.
you're backing because I see them signing like 38-year-olds, 40-year-olds, freaking guys that are like I never even heard of in my life.
Look at
And then
Loma
they end
coming
up
back
fighting.
at 38.
Look at
You feel
Loma.
me?
Yeah,
You
but
see what I'm
Loma was
saying? It's like,
established, but yeah, I
yeah, he's
get it.
established, but
I
how much
get
does
it.
he have left?
Right.
And who is he gonna fight and actually beat now?
Right.
Like in our time, like with these guys, like the Devahinis, the Shakors, the Tiafimos, the Tanks. You know what I'm saying? How much steps behind is he now?
Let
So
me
it's
ask you
like
something.
you got a young, yeah. Talk to me.
If it was your choice right now
Mm,
to face somebody
mm,
with a name,
mm.
who would you choose?
Oscar Valdez,
Nice.
100%.
Mm.
Oscar Valdez, like bro, you got the branding behind is amazing, bro. Mexican
Mexico,
Puerto
Puerto
versus a Puerto
Rico.
Rican.
Yes.
Mexico versus Puerto Rico. He's on a slope right now. He's like in and out of boxing right now. Um, I'm fortunate. Obviously, I have no ranking right now. Probably
That's a
like I
good
haven't gotten an
scalp, a
opportunity.
good
If
name.
I can get ranked, in my honesty, and we could put a belt on the line too. Why not? I feel like if I could get ranked high enough to for one of these belts, and I'm in line to fight for a belt, and he is in line to fight for the same belt, we can make it happen. My dream is to bring boxing back to the Bronx to fight in Yankee Stadium. The last guy that did that was Miguel Cotto. I could bring that shit to Yankee Stadium. We could do a world title event there. What's the problem? And
Bro.
am I right or right? Is Oscar Valdez not a dangerous fight
It's a yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
for
Yes,
for
it
young
is.
for a young fighter like me who has
Yes,
not
Yes.
it
proven anything?
is.
I have not proven anything, right?
No, it's a
Well,
great
So
name,
to
my
a good
breakout fight,
scalp.
believe me
He's
now,
a
my break.
former world champion.
He's
Come on,
fought
bro.
Navarrete. He's fought Shakur Stevenson. He's fought Christopher Diaz. He's fought you name it. He's been in there with so many great fighters, bro. And I'm not knocking him in any way. I think he's an amazing fighter and
No.
ups to everything that he's done in his lifetime, bro. He's if anything, one of the greatest fighters right now of our time. You know what I'm saying? He's done a lot. I just believe I have what it takes to beat him. I have
Absolutely.
the only thing
Isn't
I
this
have not done yet was
competition?
when the only thing I have not done yet was 10 or 12 rounds.
Yeah.
The
Isn't
problem
this
is that
competition? You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying?
bro. Absolutely.
Absolutely. With
Absolutely.
respect, you can call the man out, call him
Absolutely.
out. You know,
And I just
oh,
I just believe that I possess abilities and I've seen them lose to guys that I know I possess those same abilities, bro.
mm,
That's it. And then it comes
mm,
down to if you land a punch, can I take it?
I
Let's
like the
find out,
fight.
bro. Knock me out, bro. That's it. Let's show me something, bro.
Yeah, I like
That's
that
it,
fight,
bro.
man.
Now the problem
Absolutely,
is
man. Let's try to
realistically,
make this happen.
money wise, he won't. They won't pay him to fight me. It won't make sense, right? That's really. But if I get look, I'm 14-0 now, right? Let's think about it. Look at my plan. I get to let's say 17, 18 and 0. I get this belt coming up. Apparently, this belt ranks me in, I think, two of the body stations, WBA, WBO. I go fight for a small WBA belt, gets me ranked top 30, and I slowly keep moving forward. I'm creeping up on you, bro. You can't go nowhere.
Go.
And
Espérate,
then you
espérate.
don't. And then the world title. You probably can't touch a world title yet, right? We could fight
Right.
for something for that world title. Maybe we could be an eliminator. But I got to get next to you. The problem is that you've done too much in boxing for a guy like me just to come and do that. You rather a big money fight. So I got to make myself a money fight.
Mm.
How do I do
If
that if I don't have a big promotion promoting me behind me?
that's what the fuck the problem
That's
is,
my
bro. Right
problem, bro. That's what I'm
there.
trying to make you guys understand. I can't do nothing. I literally
You see,
cannot.
now if I feel like if you had a big promotional company, or not even a big one, a fairly decent one, right? And let's say,
Yo, I just got
and
goosebumps thinking about some shit just now, bro.
yo,
Yo,
let's
for
just say in
years,
a
bro, I
goose.
swear on my life, for years I've been sorry to cut you off, bro.
Yep, yep.
I get mad like how you say it's a
All
thousand
right,
emotions. Go, yo, bro. When I think of that fight, bro, and I've been go on YouTube and search up Ofacio versus Oscar Valdez. People's been talking about it. I've been calling for it since I was like 9-0. Not saying that I could beat him then, but I truly believe I can beat him. Like and um with the right advertisement behind it, Mexico versus Puerto Rico, the world's gonna think I'm gonna lose.
Oh, Fassi, let me ask you something. How many fights are you signed to with this promotional company?
I don't think it's a fights. I don't think it's any fights.
Okay. Have you or your team ever thought about possibly reaching out to like let's just say an MVP or
I've
or
never spoken to MVP like personally. Um, I'm open to everything. You know what I'm
or
saying? Like,
Juan Ivan
or
Orengo,
you know,
Fresh
who's that?
Promotions,
Who's that?
Subriel's management team, promotional team.
Orengo.
No, I never heard of them either. Oh,
They're
Subriel
So
Matias. Oh,
yeah,
yes,
Matias.
yeah, yeah. Fresh promotion that they did the fight card in New York City,
Yeah.
like
he's
that.
always and he'll keep you busy because he
Yo,
likes.
but check this out, Frontline. Check this out, Frontline, man. I think that because of the situation with Pro Box, he could have probably used this to his benefit. They wanted to sweep this all away, so it's kind of one hand. You do me a favor, I'll do you a favor. I don't contest the fight, but you get me this fight. With the right promotional company behind you, you could have kind of like
I don't want to
negotiated
speak
that.
too much about it,
I know.
but I'm gonna leave it here that me and some people that were attached to Pro Box have a lot of experience like with each other. So we're
Right.
familiar with each other. So there's kind of like I know why that happened. Like, and it's cool.
Okay.
Got
That's
you.
why I was like, you know what? Let's just wipe it off, and I'm just keep moving forward.
Right.
Like,
And
I'm
then
gonna just
you
knock it
as
out.
a fighter, bro, you gotta like get out of that mindset that I can't,
No,
everything's
bro.
against me and shit.
Ask
And like
anybody. You
that
can ask
fucking sucks
anybody.
to be
Ask
there.
anybody that
That
knows me, bro.
sucks.
I'm probably the one of the most positive people you could probably ever meet, bro. I would not be
Yeah.
boxing if I didn't believe that. There's so many
Right.
reasons why I shouldn't be boxing now, and I still am. Like,
Right.
if you guys knew me as a
I'm
person and what I came from, I'm telling you.
right.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
Right.
I just it's like I just don't know anymore. Like, bro, I'm here. I'm doing what I have to do. I'm investing, bro, time, money, everything. Like, I don't know what you guys. I'm selling tickets. I try to get it on paper. I'm trying to like, and bro, there's people out there that buy tickets, bro. Let's put this. Be honest, bro. People go get sponsors, thousands of dollars of sponsors, right? They
yeah,
take the sponsorship money and they buy tickets to make it seem like they sold 20, 30, 40,000 dollars, 50, 60, 70, whatever the hell it is, and it makes them look big. But where's the seats? Where's the
right,
people? So
right.
I'm putting, let's say if I'm selling 10, 15,000 dollars of tickets, but you see those people there, it's like, come on, bro. Like the naked eye should be able to see it, bro.
Right.
Like, bro, I fought at
Right.
MSG before. That shit was, if you guys, it was on Xander's card. Before even Xander falls, I was like the third fight on television, bro. It was packed from the front to the back. When I came out, Puerto Rican flag standing up from the front to the back. Ask
Mhm,
Thomas.
Yep.
He was there
mhm.
for
You
both
fought
fights.
on it with Keith Cologne too on a card, didn't you?
Yeah,
I
that
think it
was
was the
that
last
Pro
one.
Box
That was the
card.
last one. That was the
Yeah.
last one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
So,
Right.
like I'm saying, is like, what do I need to do?
Listen, if you can talk to your management team or somebody in your team to reach out to like MVP Fresh Productions. There's also a small promotional company here in Florida called Box Lab.
Yeah.
Um, Try to reach out to them and just see.
Hey yo, hey
Box
yo,
Life knows me.
chat. Hey yo, chat.
Okay,
If you guys got
Box Life
any
knows me.
any questions and stuff to ask to Falcon, the young man here, get him together now and everything. But I just want to
I'm
let you
familiar with
guys
Box
know.
Life.
okay.
I want to
Yeah,
let you guys know about what we're
great
talking
people.
about here. And when we're talking about like Sufo trying to make boxing a one belt era, listen, we have four belts and 1,000 interim belts, and this young man can't even get a fight for one of those. Look how hard it is in the sport of boxing. You got to know somebody that knows somebody or
To
have a
save yourself
promotional
money.
company.
to save
Yeah,
money,
it's
bro. Because
all
in all
yeah,
reality,
it's
let's say
about
hypothetical, I had $1 million in my hand right now, right? I
right.
could do it myself because
Facts.
I know how to put money into the game and I know how to get money back out. I've been in the game 14 fights in, and I've been with around a bunch of different promotions and other fighters. I know how to put money in and get money back. Right. The problem is
Mhm.
that I don't got $1 million, so
Right.
it's like I can get to a certain point, and now I'm gonna just wait. So that's
And
probably what's coming up soon. Like that's probably my next step. Like
that's what
fight.
sucks. The
Yeah, it
waiting.
Yeah.
sucks. The waiting sucks, bro. But what do I got to do? Do interviews and talk shit? Who do I
Yep.
gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then when I do interviews, right, I'm not the shit talking type of guy. Like, if we sparring, we fighting, we talking shit, I'm that type of guy. But as far as
Right.
me just calling you out your name, that's just not me as a person, bro. Like, I'm super
Right.
humble and I just want to fight, bro. I want my opportunity. I respect you because you got in there too, and that's it, bro.
Yo, tell me, share with me something. Out of all the guys you sparred with and the work you got in the gym, who you feel pushed you the hardest and the best work you think, the best sparring partners you think you've had right now that you've actually learned for something from them, saw that there was levels to this, or you felt like you matched his level. Talk to me about some of the good work you've had with sparring and some of the guys.
I think as of recently, all the guys I've been working with is good work, bro. Like, you can't knock any one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, but the one that I learned the most off of was when Shakur flew me out. Uh, I think it was in January, this January, last January. I don't remember which one. We did. I think we sparred like four different occasions, like 8 minutes, like six, seven, eight, 4 minute rounds. Probably one of those the most I've ever had to think in there with a guy.
Mm. Okay.
Shakur's super talented, bro. Him also Hitchens too, same thing. Another super talented guy, bro. Amazing jab. I think Shakur because he's southpaw and his distance. But you know what's crazy, bro? He don't fight. He don't spar like that though. Like he's actually like trying to come to you in sparring rather than like how
Right.
people perceive him in fights. Like it's weird, bro. But
Right.
I learned a lot off that guy. Those two guys
Right.
for sure. Hell
So
yeah.
big
Wow.
fight coming up this weekend. Oshaki Foster
I love that fight.
and Ford. Who you got and
I got
how?
called down. I got called down to spar for it. I just wasn't able to make it because I work. So you know what I'm saying? I can't just
Mm.
leave and say fuck everything and just go out there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Um, all right, so I'm biased, right? I don't want to. I was with Shakur. Shakur's cool people. That's Team Shakur. I knew Ford from when he was over here. Like we knew, like people, like we knew the same people. We was in the same group, so I know of him. Um, Ford's super talented, bro. But so is Shockey. I think Shockey
Mm.
has the advantage on height, and I think arm reach, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Mhm.
Um, but he's very good at controlling distance too. I never spar Shockey. I would love to, but I never spar Shockey.
Okay.
Um, ah, if Shockey's on his back foot, it's gonna be a hard fight for Ford because Ford is a shorter guy. He's super explosive, but sometimes he tends to lunge in sometimes when he fights. Um, and Shockey's also a switcher as well, so it's gonna be very like it's. I'm a switcher to myself, so I know how I be throwing people off sometimes. I'll come out one round southpaw,
Right.
I'll switch mid round,
Right.
and it just throws everything off. But I don't think that Shockey's gonna be switching a lot this fight. I think he might just stay southpaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay southpaw. Uh, was Otherbek the guy that he fought on Top Rank Ford? Was he southpaw?
I don't
Um.
remember.
Where?
I don't remember either. If I'm not mistaken, he was though, bro. I just keep thinking he was. But people keep on. We was talking about that at the gym actually. Some kid brought this up. He said that Otherbek was long, a great reach, and was in and out. He was very bouncy. You know what I'm saying? Different styles, but kind of similar when it comes to like distance management. And like straight shots. And Ford was getting caught a lot by that guy. Um, I don't. I would say if Shockey's boxing, this is a hard fight to pick, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If Shockey's boxing and Ford's coming forward and Shockey's not trying to engage at all, I could see Shockey just boxing, and winning that fight like that by decision. If he stands there with Ford, I could see Ford's hand speed and just the way he punches. He puts his punches together. I feel like Ford's a dog, bro.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I feel like he can pull that off too. So I don't know. I don't know, bro.
I
I
mean,
can't.
I saw when he stopped. Like, I mean, when he fought Nova, he just beat the brakes off. He went 12 rounds with him when
Yeah.
Oshasi Foster did that. The Conceiao fight, the first one, I thought he won it. He just got
Yeah.
robbed in that. I think that Oshasi Foster fights to the level of his competition, if I'm being honest.
Yes, I
He
agree with that as
seems
well.
He seems to sometimes start off good, but he'll if the guy's not pushing him, he has that moment where he'll take off in the fight. But
Yeah.
when you spark his interest, you saw what he did to fighters like Stephen Kubo, Fulton,
The
and
problem
then
is that I know Fulton around here, bro, and I heard he wasn't even really that serious, bro.
he came in overweight on a fight that he was making weight
That
to
he
the
was already
next
old.
weight.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think he took it serious, bro. And it's like I'm not saying Fulton could have beat him whether he was on like sharp or not that night. Honestly, he looked like he was just his distance management, the way he kept his distance, and him using his jab
Yeah,
alone was giving him difficulty. It looked like Fulton
right.
was lunging to catch him. Fulton's also what is he 5'5"
Yeah,
compared to Raymond Ford who's 5'7".
Yep.
yeah.
As a matter
No,
of fact, I'm 5'7". Ford's like a little. What is he? 5'6", 5'7"?
okay. Oshashi Foster's 5'8", Raymond Ford 5'7" and 5'6", some shit like that. Yeah, I can look it up.
I think
Hold
last
on.
time I seen him, he was a little taller than me when I was over there. I don't remember. Like, don't quote
I
me on
think
that.
they got him listed in Box Rec 5'7".
Okay, okay. So 5'7". I feel like he's gonna have to push the pace against Oshaki. If he boxes Shock and make him come to him, you have a lot of counter. You'll be able to counter him more. But I think it's gonna be more so Shocky boxing, Ford pressing and pushing the pace. I can see that happening. Usually when two boxers fight each other, it ends up going into a fight later on in the fight. Usually when two
Mm,
punchers fight each other, nobody ends up getting a knockout unless like somebody lands something dramatic, bro. Like
right. And I'm not
um
gonna say that Raymond Ford is a big puncher because he's coming off his three last fights at 130, and they all went the distance.
mhm.
You know,
um
yeah.
I'm just mad at
So,
Raymond Ford because he did my boy dirty, Orlando Capo Gonzalez.
oh yeah, he did.
He
Yeah,
did
I
him
Orlando
seen that fight.
dirty.
Gonzalez,
Yeah.
Hey, Ofacio, in case you ain't know, I'm biased as fuck. And the chat would tell
he
you,
rocks with
Edwin will
Puerto
tell
Rican
you.
flag all
All
day,
right,
Yo,
so you know
twice
what?
on
So you know
Sunday.
what? Jaron Ennis or Xander?
I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to that.
So that's after. That's after.
But speaking of it, I got Xander. Right? Now hear me
Bro,
out.
you got to give him a chance. No, no, no. I already know what you about to say, bro. I'm
What am
with
I?
you.
No, 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 no,
Xander
no.
could box. Xander's bigger. Xander got, I don't know about the arm reach. I don't know if he's longer. I think Xander can box, bro. I think he has a good chance. Ennis had an issue with that Russian dude who has very
Karen.
good lateral movement. But the only thing is he just didn't have punches behind it.
Karen,
I feel like Xander will put those punches behind it.
Uh,
yes.
I don't see Xander knocking him out though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hell
Nah.
no.
I
I
see
can
a
see
Well,
class
Xander pulling
knockdown
off
though.
a split decision, or I can see that too because sometimes Ennis's feet get crossed. But then
Thank
again,
you.
yes.
but
Yes.
then again, if Xander goes in there and it's the best Xander, I mean not Xander, if Ennis gets in there, bro, and Xander's right there for him,
Oh
it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be a slow
Seholio.
night.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
bro.
We talked
Yeah,
about it.
bro.
So listen to this analogy. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. And I've said this on a live. Obviously, I'm going for Xander because I'm
Mhm.
biased as fuck. I'll be the first to admit it.
I'm just a boxing fan, bro. That's all it is.
I got you. So I said, to be fair for both, I say that this fight, to be honest, is going to be up to the corners. How the corners come up with a game plan, and B, how their fighters execute that game plan, and C, if adjustments have to be made, how are these boxers and coaches going to make the adjustments for what's happening in the ring?
I
Now,
agree.
now, let's rewind. Who was in Cambosa's corner when he fought Teofimo Lopez?
Xander's pops, if I'm not
Correct.
mistaken.
And you saw the outcome. Once he
Yes.
fired Xander's,
He
once he
lost
fired,
every fight after that.
thank you. Now let's fast forward now to Andy Cruz versus Raymond Morataya.
Same thing.
Boozy's dad was in there. That fight was quote unquote very close. It could have went either way, but they gave the nod to Morataya. We can argue the decision, whatever. It doesn't matter. Now, how many times have you seen Boots in his corner while his dad's giving him instructions? He is so frustrated. He's like, "Dad, I got it. I got it. I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got it." Because he's frustrated with the fighter. Now, Xander's a student of the game. Like he listens to his corner and he executes whatever his corner tells him to do. So that's why I say that this fight is going to come up to the is going to be up to the corners. You know, the game plan that they come with, the execution and the adjustments in between the rounds and fights and shit like and in between the rounds and each fighter. Now, We also said that if Xander was to go toe to toe with Boots, that's not the right game plan. He might get
Absolutely
clipped
not. Yeah.
and get knocked out.
Xander's last fight kind of like threw me off a little bit. I seen Xander fight. I was on his undercard one time and I seen him fight. I forget
Masmaru?
who. I think it was he fought a guy with a P in his name.
Perez, Chino Perez.
That was like a former world champion, something like that. He
No,
No,
fought him at
he's
the
the one
Garden.
that
they
beat.
fought for the
He
vacated title.
yeah.
There you go. That guy. I thought he boxed beautifully that fight, bro. Like I looked at
Yes,
Xander, I was like, this is the best I've ever seen Xander. If Xander comes in
yes,
like that for this fight, it's gonna be a good night, bro. Now, well, it's gonna be a good night for Xander. But anything less, I know how Boots is coming. So
yeah.
Boots is coming to take you out of there. Now my thing is this: if Boots does go 12, if I was Xander, right? If Boots was to go 12 rounds, where's his mental gonna be at? Because he's usually taking people out early.
Okay, now
And
hold up.
then
Now,
later in the rounds, later in the fight, usually like Boots is very good with that catch and shooting shit. If you're in the pocket with him, stuff like that,
right,
countering you, good with that. But if you're laterally moving and boxing him and making him make small adjustments, is like I don't know, bro. Great fight,
right. Oh, let me
great
ask
fight.
you a question. You're a boxer, right? The
Yes,
equipment changes from 147 to 154, from 8 ounces to 10 ounces. All we got from Jerron Boots Ennis is a half a round at 154. We never seen him in deep water with 10-ounce gloves in the ninth round.
that's what I'm saying, bro. So I don't know. Preparation matters, bro. Preparation is gonna matter. I think it's gonna be a great fight regardless. I can see it
Yes.
being a draw, bro. To be honest with you,
Hmm?
if it
Mm,
happens,
those
if it happens, I called it, bro.
we've came up with that theory as well. Um,
You
Bam
guys want my?
Rodriguez.
Yo, ask Thomas. You guys, ask Tom, bro. I'm probably the best. If you want to make parlays, bro, I'm your guy, bro. I'm
Holla at your
on point
boy.
with everything, bro.
Yeah.
I'm on point with it, bro. I'm telling
Listen,
you.
I
This
I'm
fight
not
this
a
weekend, I'm putting the fight to go the
yep.
distance. That's it. I'm not choosing
Oh
no
yeah.
winner. Yeah.
With
And the
Oshazi
distance for who?
Foster and Ray.
And to go the distance. Nobody's getting knocked out.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're right.
They're both
That
good
is going the
defensively sound
distance.
fighters, bro. So I don't see it happening.
Yeah. And
Yo,
I don't
Bam
really see
Rodriguez,
both of them
Antonio
doing big
Vargas.
punches.
Bam. Bam. Come on, bro. Bam. Absolutely. Tonio's a great fighter, though.
Did
Great
he
fighter.
ever give us who he wanted in the Xander
I
and
just think
Duran
Bam's
Buchanan?
I think
Yeah, he said
Bam's
he's rocking with Xander.
Okay, okay.
um that's a good fight too, though. That's a
Bam
good
and
fight too,
Antonio.
bro. Xander by if it goes to decisions, Xander. If it goes to by anybody by knockout, it will be Ennis for
Ennis,
sure.
you
Yeah,
think? Okay.
yeah, bro.
I respect that.
I feel like Xander doesn't sit on his punches a lot and doesn't stay there for it to transfer enough. Does that make sense? Like I could show you, but if we ever meet each other, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like
Right,
he, I feel like he's hitting the move. He's not it's like this guy. Ennis is hitting to fucking go through you, bro. Like I feel
right.
like he's hitting to hurt you. So, yeah, that's my prediction for that fight. As far as this Saturday, if I have to choose anybody, I'm just gonna go with damn, I can see that fight being a draw too though. I don't know. I will put the fight going the distance. That'll be my pick.
Yeah.
That's like
You
safe.
know, here at Round One Sports Talk, I'm not a gambler per se, but we did make a friendly wager of 25 push-ups, and that never got paid. Frontline, apparently, after
Wow.
5 push-ups, he had to be life flighted out of his
Get the
apartment.
fuck out of here.
Right? They had to give him oxygen. His wifey had to. Why you make him 2 push-ups? The man's out of shape. So, you
You
know,
guys got
um,
Instagram?
yes,
All right, so
absolutely.
what we're gonna do. Look, I'll make you guys a bet. Who do you think is gonna win Saturday? I'll go with the opposite guy, whoever it is. Fuck it.
Nah, because I'm gonna take Oshasi, man.
All right, so I'll go for it. I'll go for it. If
All right.
Ford wins, you gotta give me
Y-
20 push-ups. That's it. You
Okay,
gotta, but you gotta record it and tag me on Instagram. But if Shock wins, I'll record. I'll tag you.
I'll do it on a live.
Oh, we
I'm
lit.
good
All right, let's do it.
money. I'm
Let's
good
do it.
money.
Let's
You
do
know
it.
what I'm
Let's
saying?
do
You
it.
can hop
Let's
up on
do
the
it.
live.
I'll do the
Yep, we'll
push-ups. I
put the
got you.
camera. Yeah, I'm good money.
Mind you, that's my
Frontline
weight
don't
class, bro.
pay.
That's honestly why I don't want to choose.
Oh yeah,
That's my weight class, bro.
yeah,
They
and
somewhere where I want to be.
Yo,
I gotta
yeah,
get
fantasy
there.
right,
fight. You ready for this,
exactly.
Ofacio?
Go fantasy fight.
Fantasy fight. You versus Inouye. Who wins?
Me versus
Stop
anyway.
it.
Me. I don't
Stop,
care. Me.
yo.
Yo,
Okay,
yo,
I'm
All
gonna let
day.
that slide.
you about to get
Frontline,
Edwin to
you
crash
ain't
out.
shit.
You
Frontline, you ain't shit. You
Bro,
know
I'm
that,
Puerto Rican,
Frontline,
bro. You
right?
gotta go with me.
Hey, yo. Okay, we gonna rock with Falcon. He's gonna beat Naoya
Nah,
anyway.
real.
We gonna. We're gonna
Real, all
let
right,
that
look, like I
go.
said, I'm a boxing fan, bro. Realistically, boxing right now, Inoue.
Yeah,
Let's be like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? The politics, him,
yeah,
But if you're coming up to
yeah,
130, bro, I'm beating on him.
yeah.
I'm beating
Yep.
on you. He's too
You better stay
small.
where he's at.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
frontline. You ain't shit. I know you out there laughing, but let me ask you
Yo,
a
you know who I
question.
want to spar? Actually, Loma.
Loma
Have
give
you
you
ever
that
sparred
footwork
Bruce
though.
Karen?
Years ago, yeah, but we spawned when we was kids, bro. Shoot. We spawned when
Yeah,
we was like little, like we only did 3 rounds in our entire lifetime, bro. And we've been around
really.
each other forever. Shushu's my
Okay,
guy.
okay.
Hell yeah.
Yo,
That was when we was like
okay, okay.
16,
Here,
17.
if Inoue goes up to 26 and he fights Shushu, who you got and how
I'm going with my boy Shushu.
and how?
Stoppage.
Thank you, Edwin.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
right.
I'm gonna tell you why, bro.
It,
I sparred this guy too. You ever heard of Ramon Cardenas?
yes.
Yeah, the
I
one
was
that
at the
put
Ramon,
fight with
the one that
Inoue and
Ramon,
put
Ramon
Inoue on his
Cardenas.
ass.
I
Ramon
was
got
there
a
live.
left hook. Ramon got a left hook from hell, bro.
Yeah, he dropped Inoue with it.
And that's what I'm trying. But I'm telling you this though: if Shushu drops Inoue and they let that motherfucker get up and recover, that nigga ends up being a robot, bro. Like you can't stop this motherfucker. I always tell people this all the time: if you want to beat Inoue, don't drop him. Just beat him, bro. Like as soon as you drop that motherfucker, he gets up. He's
Yeah,
another
yeah.
person,
He's
bro. But I got Shushu by knockout though.
okay. Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
respect that.
rocking with you. I'm gonna rock with Shushu. Fuck it.
I'm gonna respect that. I'm gonna respect that. Of course, you know,
Hell yeah.
Frontline just he like to bring controversy to the channel because apparently he can't call a fight right now. You know, he's in a little slump. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit. I called that
Frontline.
Catterall fight to the T. Tell me I'm
I don't
lying.
remember that. I don't recall that. I
Hey,
don't recall
Ofacio, it was on a live,
that.
and I told him, I said Catterall's gonna win by UD,
Yo,
and
so
there's gonna be a knockdown in the fight. It could go either way, but there's gonna be a knockdown. And exactly
Damn,
what
you would
how I
have won
called it.
money if you did that. You put money on that, you would have won, bro. For sure.
listen. Oh, let me ask you one more thing before I let you go. I know that
Talk to me.
boxers got a lot. Of, you got a big busy
They're,
schedule.
they're actually
I
just
don't want to
spamming
keep
me
you all
to
night.
sign this contract.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. You had to go through that. One more thing. What about the Rico fight versus Usyk? And did you like the stoppage? Was it okay with you?
I
How
thought the
did you
stoppage was
see that?
bullshit. I
Thank
thought the
you.
stoppage was bullshit. I thought that it was a super close fight. I don't know who was
Okay.
winning. I'm not a judge. I wasn't. I was watching as a fan at one point, and then I usually rewatch fights to see like the first view is like, oh, I'm going with the guy I like, and then the next view is
Right.
like, all right,
You
this guy
hyper
really
focus on him.
exactly. So I saw from what I was seeing though, it was a super close fight. Could have went either way. That stoppage made a difference. And then I go on social media and everybody's trying to contest it. So I don't know. I thought the stoppage was bullshit though. The guy was responding. He got hit a couple times. Don't get me wrong. It
Mhm.
was a great like combination of shots. I think he could have let him go a little longer though.
Mm.
I don't know. It was a good fight. Great
I
fight.
think it could have been a little longer, be seen that what was on the line. It was a world title,
Yes.
heavyweight
I
world
think he
title on
should
the line.
I think they should rematch and clear it up.
Yeah. And then Frontline's pick, he had Torres by knocked out, but he got knocked out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Frontline was obviously wrong in that one. Um, Look, when you saw Torres go down and he face planted, the referee was giving his counting. He was like 1, 2, and here this guy Rico against the rope with his hands up. They didn't even give him a standing 8 count.
Nothing,
The,
bro.
I didn't hear the ref said, "Show me something."
Nothing.
No
No
warnings,
warning, nothing, bro.
nothing.
Nothing. I don't
and
know,
that
bro.
And here
that goes
goes
back to the
Torres,
politics of
the fight
boxing.
before on the same
Bro, if
card.
I put millions of dollars into you, I don't care if you got knocked out, stood up 3 times in the fight, you winning. I don't care, bro. I'm getting my money
Facts.
today. And that's simple. Tank versus Lamar Roach.
Oh
So
yeah.
come on, bro. So much money in that fight, bro. A lot of money in that fight. If they would have gave it to Lamont Roach, you know how much money they would have not lost, but in the future start losing. They won't make that amount of money no more.
Right.
Facts.
So of course I let the right guy win, or at least a draw. That way nobody gets their record doesn't get injured and they keep moving. That's what it is, bro. That's boxing
Yo,
at the end of the day.
Ofacio, it was a pleasure. I know you got shit to do. Yo,
Pleasure,
that
brother.
Yeah,
link, if you want
brother.
to keep it and hop whenever we go live, if you
Yes.
want to hop on,
Yup.
you don't
Oh,
even
so
need
I could just click
permission.
on this link. I'm gonna start trolling, bro.
Yes. Yes.
Nah,
No,
yo,
I'll
you're
give
more the
you I'll give
nigga.
you the
You
keys to the
on my
house.
side. That's
You
trolling
Appreciate
is
you
know,
what
guys,
I do
bro.
best.
Hell
come
yeah.
through
Yo,
and
and
if you
text
ever
me and tell Thomas to text me your Instagram so I can follow y'all.
all
Got
right,
you.
no problem.
I
And if you
appreciate
ever
you
want to
guys.
come on and throw out some parlays or some boxing with the guys that do want,
I, I
you
I'll
know,
come back on right after this fight this
all right,
Saturday. I got you.
there we go.
We
There
in
we
that.
go. Yo, listen, thank you for stopping by. It was a pleasure, man. It was interesting hearing your story and everything that you're going through. Young man, all I can tell you, brother, stay the course. You're
Yes, sir.
right where you need to be in life. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? You will get what you'll get what you're putting into boxing. I can tell you that much. If you're
Thank you.
putting everything into boxing, you will eventually get a return.
Yes,
I
sir.
wish you all the success. I'm going to tune into your fight, and I
Thank you,
hope
bro.
to have you back on the show in the future.
Appreciate you, brother. Both of you
Possibly a
guys.
world
Appreciate you
champion.
guys.
Don't
Hey, yo,
forget
One
us
day,
let's
when you
get
bro.
this
become a world
Valdez fight,
champion.
man. Let's
Hell
get
yeah,
it.
let's try it. We got to get it somehow, bro. I'm gonna get it one day.
Yo,
Oscar Valdez versus Ofacio Falcon, el fucking sniper.
It's got to be for world
absolutely.
title, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, Falcon, and don't forget us when you become a world
Never,
champion.
bro. Never,
Stop
bro. We gonna
by.
be. I'm gonna be
All
here.
right,
Later,
all
guys.
right,
I
baby.
appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Dale.
Take
Yo,
All
care,
good
right,
bro.
luck on that on your
salute.
Later.
upcoming
Thank you,
fight.
bro. Take care, bro. Later.
Dale.
Take care, brother. Thank you for stopping by. One. Wow, man, that was a great interview. That was a great.
Damn,
Hey, yo, hey,
I
yo,
feel bad
frontline.
because we kind of stretched it out a little bit too
I know
much.
we said, but we was having a great time. We was having a great
We
time.
was.
Yeah, he has to
Yo,
sign his contract, man.
I want to thank Tommy.
Tommy,
He's in the chat. Tommy, if you could put your channel in the chat. I don't think he could. But anyways, it's TD Sports Talk. Go
hmm
follow him. Great content. Good dude. And Tommy, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for this interview.
yo,
Greatly
thank you, man.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Yo, this was a great interview. I feel it shared a lot of the things that happens behind the scenes in boxing and what could happen to some of these boxers. As you heard the young man's story, Falcon, the sniper, right? He was awarded, well, not awarded, but judged a no contest in his fight where they couldn't even explain to him where the foul occurred. They didn't allow him to prove his case, and as you said, they didn't want no evidence. They weren't willing to hear him out. We don't hear these kind of stories in boxing. And when these young men and women take it out their day, listen, you heard him. He has a job. He's balancing a job, a boxing career. And we talked about this. Getting to that moment in your career where you can finally leave work and focus on boxing full time. I can imagine what that moment's like, but you got to get there first. And with hiccups like this, it could really set you back mentally, financially, but you got to stay the course. You got to go with the good with the bad because eventually you'll get your shot. Someone's going to say yes to you, you know? And you could always be that surprise fight or that person that comes up and proves that they're worthy of a championship fight. No matter which way he gets it, eventually, hopefully, Falcon will get his opportunity. He stays the course, keeps winning, most importantly, and keeps his nose clean. And in that gym, and the boxing guys will recognize him. There are a lot of boxing entities right now that are looking for the next star. It's not that that they can't see him. It's that sometimes you know some of these politics have their favorites, and whoever they got picked out. It's sometime like that. And sometimes the little guy has to do twice the work to be recognized. Falcon has shared an interesting story. Once I heard about his story, I was taken back a little bit. I couldn't believe it. There's no video on the fight. They're not giving him an explanation, but it's on to the next one. It's on to the next one. I can't wait to see him in action again. I'm going to see what the young man does, and let's see where he goes from here. But I also want to say one thing to my co-host Frontline. Yo, Frontline, you ain't shit for that. All right? You took the young
Yep.
man and you took the opportunity.
You goddamn right I did.
Yo,
You damn right I
Frontline,
did. Shit.
you ain't shit for that, right? But that's okay. That's okay, Frontline.
What, you a little nervous now that if
Nah,
Inoue goes to 30, he might have
nah.
to face the sniper?
No, no, because they're not in the same weight division. They're two weight
You
divisions
didn't hear what I
apart. So
said. You didn't hear what I
that's
said.
not even a thought in my
Are
head.
you afraid that if
I'm not afraid
Inoue
of
goes
for
up
no
to
one for Naoya
30,
in a way. I ain't
he's gonna
afraid of no
meet the
one for him.
sniper?
I'm not afraid. I'm just saying You always taking shots. We done adopted Neil Yain away. He's a Japarican. We done crossed him over. So listen, but anyway, front, I use sucker for that. But cool. Hey yo, but I had a wonderful time on today. I really like, talking about some of these things behind the scenes, man. It's very important that we understand the struggle of these fighters and what they going on a day-to-day basis. It's not easy being a fighter. You go in there on a day-to-day basis, you train hard, you fight hard, you go in on the fight and you take punches to the face. And this guy with a suit and tie that never took a punch to the face seems to get more money than you. Sometimes it feels that way, sometimes it is that way. But you got to stay the course until you're able to call your own shots. He touched up on a lot of things that are important in boxing. I'm not being able to have the financial backing to put together your own fights. Floyd did exactly that when he got out of Top Rank, but he had some money to back himself. He put himself in that position. And he talks about the struggles with these fighters today that they have to sometimes sign slave contracts in a way just to get recognized. And there's a lot of shady business going on in boxing. And we talk about four belts, we talk about interim world titles, we talk about all this. And not everybody is even fortunate enough to even get a crack at that. That's how many men and women are fighting in boxing. It's too big. It's really big. So there's a lot of things and a lot of big players coming into boxing. Sufa Boxing is now a player. He also touched on that. I think he would be willing to go to Sufa Boxing when you're young in your career. Why not? If they're paying the money and the money's right, 3 fights or something, in and out maybe. Who knows? But these are a lot of things that we need to be aware of, that it's much more. And he also touched on another fact. When you think of fighters ducking another fighter, it's not like that all the time. As Falcon shared with us, it's about the money sometimes. And it may look from the outside that this guy didn't take the fight and he ducked this guy, but the money was never there. What they do in promotion with promoters, they get investors to invest in the fighter, to put the money up front. And if the money's not there and the money ain't right, and if mostly now in contracts, you would like to hear one single word in a contract: guarantee, guarantee money. And when you start hearing that word in your career, you know you've gotten somewhere. You and your promotion company is not playing no games. There have been situations in fight where men and women have fought and not got paid. They simply told them, we didn't make enough at the gate. You can't get paid. It's happened. And look at Falcon, his fight, no contest, training camp, seems like a waste of time. Seems like you're skating uphill. You're never getting your sign or your just dues. The weight can be overbearing sometimes to some men and women, but to the ones that stay the course, to the ones that say, you're not going to break me, I'm going to prove to you guys I am a great boxer and I am world champion material. Where he can take it from that, who knows? But never, never give up on yourself. Trust me, you don't want to be that guy, 50 years old, sitting on your couch thinking, what if? What if I would have stood? What if? You don't want to go to your grave thinking that. The best thing to do is to try. What's the worst you can do? Lose? That's the worst thing you can do is lose. But if you don't even participate, you can't even win or lose. You were never in the game. See, and that's what counts. Staying in the game, staying focused. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in here at Round One Sports Talk. Fun line. Thank you for stopping by. I don't want to make this video long. I have a few things I have to catch up to. Plus, I want the next people that come in and see the video, they can, enjoy it. And
I'm
I
just
just
someone. We
we
didn't ask him that question.
about what?
If he got paid for the no contest.
Oh, wow, yeah, you're right. You're right. That was a question we could have asked. You know, there were
If
certain things that
If Tommy's still in the building, he can probably answer that for you.
maybe there was certain things he couldn't talk about. You know, and or understandably so. Because boxing is like that. You know, it's like don't it's a taboo. You can't talk about an upcoming fight. You can't talk about this. They put the pressure on these young men and women to silence him so they can go in the back room and negotiate the money that lines up their pocket off the blood, sweat, and tears of these young fighters. It's a dirty business, dirty game, but what boxing can provide for you, the kind of life, the kind of man, and the kind of name you can build your family when your mom walks out the house, there goes the champion's mom. Your family name will be elevated. You probably get a restaurant, call it Champ's Diner. That's what a world title, that's what boxing can do for you. It can change your life, but you got to be willing to step through the fire. You got to be willing to face adversity, hard times, good times, but make them your time. And don't play around with the time you're given in boxing. That's my biggest advice. Remember, from the age 20 to 30, it's 10 years. That's 10 years. What's your life expectancy and career in boxing? Don't play around with the time you're given. Sometimes you got to take those fights to stay active. Sometimes you got to know when not to take a fight to make sure you know your value and your dollar worth. It's going to be up to you in these opportunities. But don't play with boxing. You'll have enough time to enjoy the fruits of your labor when your career is done and you're only just 35 going into 40 years old, somewhere around there. And I'm going to tell you, life is just starting at that age. Stay the course and you will get what's coming to you. Trust me. I believe in you. I believe in the fighters that stay in the game, fighters that don't give up on themselves. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in here at Round One Sports Talk. Don't forget to give these videos a like. And like always, I'm on to the next one, to this one here at Round One Sports Talk. Frontline, you're the best. Thank
Peace.
you for setting up this interview.
Dale.
TD, I'm Tommy. Thank you for setting up the interview. And thank you too for my guest, Falcon. I hope we could do this again. Good night, gentlemen.